What's up, y'all? I'm trying something new here, and I know so much of social media is about curating and storytelling and editing in a way that is easy for the user experience, but lately I've been inspired for I've been inspired to see, feel, and put out more raw, authentic conversations. Like, what would happen if I put out a YouTube video without any editing whatsoever? No intro, no outro, no music, just me here, raw, in my living room, talking to y'all without any jump cuts or edits. Meaning that any misspeaks and things will be left in. I wanted to do something, because last month, it is currently January 7th, 2024. And last month when I was trying to put together my end of year recap highlight reel, it was so hard for me to try to remember what happened, when it happened, what footage to post to represent what I thought happened. And it was just a process, and I realized how quickly time is passing. More so as we get older. Those of you who are parents, of course you can understand and contextualize time flying by through your kids and watching them grow. But as someone who is child-free by choice, I think I'm recognizing how fast time is flying just by my inability to really remember what I just did and where I just was. I looked back on my Google timeline and I realized I traveled the distance of the moon last year. There's a lot of miles and it's a lot of memories, but it's also a lot of moments that I can't quite stamp and remember. So what I'm going to try to do this year is on 3 different platforms, put out 52 recap videos every single week with just reflections and my 3 areas to talk through what I learned or what I did, what I learned, and how I felt this week. So in week 1, what I did is I taught 4 masterclasses on online monetization. What I really loved about that is I love teaching so much, and sometimes I forget how much I know until I have to teach it. So if you're a content creator or an emerging or aspiring coach or teacher, it is incredible when you realize that everything that you've done, everything that you know can be put into a framework that is digestible and transferable to someone else. And seeing someone else's breakthrough and aha moment through me just simplifying the process is just the best feeling in the world. So taught monetization masterclasses and realized I wanted to do that on a monthly basis. So my next one will be January 31st. You can go to glowgraphics.bio to secure a spot. What I also did is I hired my first TaskRabbit. I have a walk-in closet that is there's so much space and potential for it to be something beautiful and curated, like all of the aesthetically pleasing walk-in closets you might see on Pinterest, but I'm not there and I'm not that. And it's not that I'm trying to be, I'm being realistic about how much I'm not here. And being on the road so much means I need to make this place more functional for those in-between stages where I'm just here to rest or create and shoot videos. So I'm gonna start with my closet because I also did something else, which is hire a stylist. My fiance, Stefan, has a stylist for himself. I have one for myself. So together we're kind of creating a capsule collection for our wardrobe so that we have very easy staple pieces while we're on the road. And then also while I'm home. So I have a lot of purging to do with my closet, and hiring my first TaskRabbit was freeing and liberating in a way because I took away the shame of someone else seeing me in such a messy state because I pride myself on being organized to a degree, but the reality is I've got some junk and some skeletons in my closet. And to let someone see the literal skeletons, Stefan would say there's midgets in there. And that my closet is so so crazy that there's a whole culture and society and civilization growing in there, and it could be true. My word of the year is experiment. And even with my hairstyle, I'm experimenting with this. It probably ages me by 10 years, but I'm just in an experimentation mood. So a lot of what I'm doing with TaskRabbit and hiring the stylist is just allowing myself to experiment. So that's been really cool as well. What else I did? I planned my quarter one travels for, the quarter one. Stefan and I, it's so interesting. We started long distance. He's Bosnian. I'm obviously from the US. We have 4 nationalities between the two of us. He has a Bosnian and Serbian passport. I have an American and Nigerian passport. And we are currently tri-continental, meaning we split our time between Europe, the US, and Asia, Bali specifically. So we go in and out of seasons of like 3 weeks together, 2 weeks apart, 4 weeks together, 1 week apart, 3 months together, 2 months apart. Like, it's a very unique situation. And I love it though, because there's so much I'm realizing about myself when I'm with him. It's like I go into like princess mode and he doesn't let me lift a finger. So I know my habits start to slip a little bit. So when he's gone, I go back into like ambitious, independent, productive, like I feel like a productive member of society again. So I love who I am when I'm by myself, and obviously I love who I am when I'm with him. So going between those 2 seasons and oscillating between the version of you that you are with your person and by yourself, it's so fun. And I think it also allows us to miss each other a lot. Like, he sent me a voice note and he was like, I am just falling more and more in love with you. And I feel the same. Like, I just feel so connected to him on so many levels. And it's also so healthy because of this distance that we create within our relationship. So that was also really fun. He's planned a whole like Valentine's Day celebration in 2 different countries. So I'm just really excited about that. Okay, what I learned is that I have so much that I want to do and share, and I let the fear of being seen, to a toxic level, study what's happened to people that get really famous. And then I'm like reminded, it's almost like I have this bias where it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I'm like, this is why I don't want to get there, or I don't need to be this big. And it's an interesting thing when you don't like actually want fame. When I was just like chasing my travel blogging dream over a decade ago, like I needed to be seen because I needed to create a personal brand that was worth sponsoring. And it worked. I got incredible sponsorships and brand deals, and I built an incredible business for myself where I was able to make multiple 6 figures traveling the world. And it was so dreamy. And then I like left it all and I said, okay, but what's next? I realized that there was something there in educating and teaching others. I had this like very studious personality where I wanted to like learn as much as I could. And for the person that maybe isn't as driven to learn or study or figure out their own way in entrepreneurship, I saw an opportunity for me to create a container for courses, digital products, and just ways to serve and teach people in digestible ways that made learning easy. So all that said, I'm just like learning. What am I learning? I went on a tangent. I don't know what I was trying to say. I don't remember what I was trying to say, but I'll just pick another one because again, we're not editing anything. This is a very authentic conversation. So yeah, I don't know how to move on from here. Let me just continue and think of another one. I am learning how to be okay with every season of life. I was talking about studying people and not wanting to get big. Yeah, like I want my work to speak before my name does. Like I want people to read and hear and see my words, not necessarily my face. And it's interesting because it's like people want to know the person behind the words, and that's what people get connected to. And I always use this example in my classes about Nike and how the best thing that they did is align themselves with athletes like Serena Williams and Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods. And they personified the idea that you could just do it because we saw these people that we loved and adored and admired for their work ethic. And like, that's what brought their motto to life. So I guess I'm just learning that I can do things my way. But thankfully I'm in no rush. Like, I think the best thing about this season of life is that I wake up knowing that I have everything I need. There is nothing that I lack. And if I want it, I know I can have it, but I have a very disciplined approach to what I buy and how I allow myself to splurge. So I'm in just a very healthy season where all cylinders are just clicking and singing the same song and rhyming and beating to the same tune. It just feels really good. Okay, and what I felt this week. Just a big reset, just a big energetic shift of like, all right, new year, new me. I know it's like a cliche phrase, but I genuinely feel like, all right, let's go. Like, all right. And the years where I had the most wins was when I started January on a momentous note. And I'll be on like 6 or 7 flights in the next 3 weeks. And it sounds like a lot, but it's all like connected to things that like are gonna fuel and pour into me. And it's with events, it's with friends, it's celebrating a birthday party. Like it's all very intentionally set up to like pour into me in a way that will carry me throughout quarter 1. So I feel very rejuvenated. I feel very replenished. I feel very re-energized, and I'm just grateful for this season of life. So again, with these 52 videos over the next 52 weeks, it's just meant to be a check-in. Like if you could also gift yourself this prompt of like, what did I do? What did I learn? And what did I feel this week? And see how that allows you to kind of reflect on your own journey, and your own path and whatever it is that you want for yourself. If there's something I say that resonates, take it. If not, let this be something that you just witness as like a reminder that we are all on our own path and there is no right or wrong way to do it, just as long as you are doing it and becoming an active participant in the process. There's no way that you can lose. So I hope y'all appreciated this. 12 minutes, that's not bad. Okay. Maybe the lighting sucks. I don't know. We're gonna edit and modify and grow this as we go along, but this is the first version and it is unedited, and that is it. See you next week.